Hello YouTube and welcome to another GV anime review, where this week I'm doing a requested review of the Armor Goddess franchise. So this review will contain everything from the modern franchise, the first and the second season, the Fighting Wings OVAs which were released for the 20th anniversary, and the newest 2011 OVAs. This anime took me a long time to watch, so let's see if it was worth all that time. The main character of this anime is Morisato Keiichi, and Keiichi seems to be born with the worst luck in the world. Because of that, one day through a telephone call, he connects with the Goddess Help hotline, and a goddess named Beldandi appears before him to grant him one wish. Keiichi can't really comprehend the situation and makes a joke, wishing that Beldandi should stay with him forever. But Keiichi's wish is granted, and now he lives together with this beautiful goddess. So over the course of this anime, we see how the relationship between Keiichi and Beldandi starts to bloom, whilst meeting several other goddesses like Beldandi's sisters. The first thing that definitely made me like this anime more was the length of it. Armor Goddess is only one of a handful of animes that I've watched who went over 50 episodes. And if you have so many episodes to watch and invest so much time in it, you really develop a bond with an anime. I still remember the 5 or 6 other animes that were this long, because I connected with the characters and with the story after watching it for a month or even more than that. And Armor Goddess was also such an anime that I will remember for a long time, also because of its characters, which were very likable and memorable. Talking about the main storyline, I of course also have to say something about the romance in Armor Goddess. If you're a romance fan like me, then I still have to warn you. The development in the romance between Keiichi and Beldandi is really slow. You have to wait till the end of the first season until you get a first glimpse of romantic development. But if you can look past that, then you can feel that their relationship is very warm, and the more the anime progresses, the deeper their love for each other becomes. Besides me getting really invested into the story of the main anime, I definitely want to mention the OVAs, because they resolved 2 of the issues that I had with the main story. The Fighting Wings OVAs gave me conclusion on the Noble Scarlet storyline, and the first of the 2011 OVAs gave us something that we had been waiting for 50 episodes. So thank the Almighty One that was finally resolved so many years later, because it would have been my biggest negative point. When you have an anime that's this long, there will be issues, and Armor Goddess is no exception to that. My first negative point is that some of the smaller storylines that were introduced in the second season never get resolved. As I just mentioned, some of them get resolved in the OVAs, but there are others like the Otaki love story, the Urt Troubadour story, and the Skuld Centauro story. Those felt incomplete to me. The second negative point is that Armor Goddess reuses some concepts quite a lot to build its story. In both seasons you get an arc that deals with Urt's double personality, and one where they misuse Beldandi's naive nature, so that felt a bit repetitive in the second season. If you will like this anime or not will mostly depend on your taste in comedy. As some bits of the story, the comedy is based on a few pillars which are used constantly. The bickering between Urt and Skuld, the Dai and Denchan comedy, and Marler being a useless demon are the main sources of comedy. I liked some parts of the comedy more than others, but I can't deny that also the comedy felt a bit repetitive at times. And if it's not your style of comedy, then it will be a problem. So as a conclusion, was it worth it to invest so much of my time in this franchise? I say it was. I had a good time watching Armor Goddess, and as I said, I create a bond with animes that are this long. This was a good old school romance comedy. So overall I'm going to rate the Armor Goddess franchise at 4 out of 5 stars. If you like rom-com animes and you have a lot of free anime time, then you can give Armor Goddess a go. It's an investment, but I felt that it was worth it. If you like the concepts of love and goddesses, then I definitely recommend watching another long franchise, being The World God Only Knows. The World God Only Knows was a great romance comedy which I still appreciate today as a romance and as a comedy anime, and with Keima it contains one of my all-time favorite male characters. The only thing that you have to account for is that it isn't finished at the end of season 3, and with Manglobe being bankrupt, we will never get a continuation. But still, I recommend watching this franchise and then just end it off by reading the manga. And with that, I conclude my review of the Armor Goddess franchise. As usual, you can find the full list of all my animes and reviews over at Anime Planet. As usual, I will put a link in the description box down below. Now, if you want me to review a particular anime from this list, please put it in the comments. Also, if you have a recommendation for me, put it in the comments as well. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, visit me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and subscribe to this channel for more reviews in the future. Then I will say, arigatou gozaimasu, and I will see you all in the next video.